secrets of different bills. Hey, don't condemn me, you need it, I got it listed here. You wanna make it, I'll show you just how to make it here. I got all the rarest bills, and I ain't done yet. Went from the finish to making bills like a prospect. Flow space and slashes to catching us with a lot of threat. You keep the medals cause the right one's coming up next. Only scratch the surface, still they try to drag my name in dirt, they try to bring me down. See me winning, you ain't like.
Yo, what's good, my nephews and nieces? This is your favorite uncle, Uncle Demi, and today I have another special banger for you, alright? Today we have Rick Barry's replica build. Now before we get into the video though, make sure you drop a like and subscribe, as liking up the video will push the video to the recommended, and of course subscribing will put you a notification game for my daily double uploads. But without further ado, let's hop straight into this video. Okay, so the Miami Greyhound replica, man, that is what we have for Rick Barry's replica build. He's one of the top 75 players to ever play the game. He's one of the top, I guess you could say, 10 small forwards to play the game. He was absolutely dominant basketball player, and he's also known for doing the, I guess you call it the scoop free throw, where you kind of throw it from your legs underhand. He shot like 90% like that too. So this is really cool to actually have him in the game. Of course, he is going to be very highly rated overall. I think it's like a 97 overall. So the build's gonna be pretty average all the way through. But at the same time, if you're a Golden State Warriors fan, or if you're a Rick Barry fan and you just want to be able to have a good replica, this is the one you want to look at. 6'7", 215, 7-foot wingspan, body shape I went to find, okay? So nothing special there. You're keeping everything basically the way it is, all right? Now, close shot, we're going 88 on that close shot. Again, this is going to be pretty dope because it will give you fearless finisher on gold, fast switch on gold, and again, you will get Giant Slayer on Hall of Fame. At 6'7", Giant Slayer is a good one to utilize because you're more in light, especially in the rec. In the park, maybe not, because, you know, most people are 6'9", but, you know, it can still work because anybody that's 6'10" or above, this Giant Slayer is going to cook up, all right? 86 on the driving layup, which the big one here is basically just getting Zach LaVine layup package. So you'll need the 80 for that. You also will get Acrobat on gold, so that's good. 80 on the dunk package, which is good because you're able to get quick drops. So again, like I said, to be able to get quick drops is game changing for any type of build. It's the most OP dunk package in the game, along with Limitless Takeoff on silver. And then of course our standing dunk is a 69, which is actually really high, so he will get a lot of standing dunks. And then really solid post control at 77. So really the post span technician on gold is the big one that's going to stand out. That's the one that I would be that I would utilize working in the post with this build. And to go even further with that is because you have an 88 mid-range shot. So an 88 mid-range, you know, shooting in the mid-range is going to be pretty much automatic. And of course, doing any type of fade, post fade, you know, moving fade is going to be automatic because you should be utilizing amped, mini musician, and of course Space Creator with blinders and green machine. So those are like the go-tos that you will want to utilize. He only has a 71 3 ball, so again, that's not like you can't shoot it, but at the same time, it's going to be taking a lot of a really good knowing of your timing of your shot to be able to get that. And then a very high free throw. Like I said, it was a really good free throw shooter, so you can see I had to go 87 on the free throw. Okay, so again, 19 total here. As you can tell, the finishing is solid. The shooting in mid-range is really good. The ball handle is only a 79, okay? So this is where I said, okay, now you're gonna wanna utilize this build a little differently. You're still able to get the pro dribble animations. You are able to get the Michael Jordan dribble style, but at the same time with a 79 with this silver clamp breaker, you do have a 74 pass accuracy, but at this, like I said, you're not gonna be able to get a lot of badges, all right? You got clamp breaker, you got handles for days, you got unpluckable, unless you want to double core. You can double core these badges, and then you'll be able to get clamp breaker and unpluckable and handles for days by double core and playmaking. But if you double core playmaking, I think that takes away one of your finishing or defense or shooting. One of them you won't be able to core, but just keep that in mind. The pass accuracy is good, but really with a build like this that has a high post control, you can go down the court, you can try to get by people, which is not hard, right? But at the same time, if you get caught up, just go into the post, hit them with a post fade, work in the post, right? Triple threat, that type of deal. So there's ways to work around this. The build doesn't have any really true weakness, right? 75 interior, 75 perimeter. And again, these were high, right? But I had to go on a low tier. So you can imagine all these were in the 80s, right? So you can see how good of a defender he was. I'm not really keen on him. Like, I don't really know much about him other than what I just gave you the history of him, right? I didn't never, you know, obviously I never seen him play, but I just know he had a very unique free throw. He has 3 sons that made it into the NBA, so I know that, you know, everybody knows not Rick Barry. Was it Rick Barry? Brett Barry. The one that won the dunk contest, shoot dunk from the free throw line, right? When he played for the Clippers. But yeah, so, but as you can tell, everything is like the build is playable, meaning like you can go on there with a 75 interior, 75 perimeter, 76 steals, 68 block, 76 is offensive, defensive rebound. Like you're going to be able to do a little bit of everything, which I've been used to for playing for many 2Ks anyway. Like the previous 2Ks before we had this builder where you can make demigods. These are the type of builds I dominated with, right? You talking about when we had pie charts? These were the rare builds that I was utilizing. So I'm not afraid of these type of builds. Right now, I mean, literally, I use nothing but replica builds now. Y'all see my videos, and I still have an 84.8 win percentage, right? And I do a lot of these just making videos. So it's not like you can't play with this and have fun and be different. 22, 19, 17, 19 is what you're looking at. The strength is actually kind of stands out more when you look at it here, but for the most part, I don't see any glaring issues. There's nothing that jumps out other than the mid-range shot and the finishing, right? Everything else is just average, which is okay. It ain't bad, right? It's not like it's terrible. Like there's no terrible there's nothing terrible in defense. There's nothing terrible in the playmaking. They're just average, right? So in this setup, I'll go easy blow-bys, and then of course you have an options here, but I would go with the post, right? Which again will either be the advanced post moves, but in this case, the post shot daggers, just to amplify my fades. I just want to make sure I can do that, so I would do that. But for the most part, this is what I would go with: slashing and post. And then of course here you have it, my nephews and nieces. A really, really good replica build name, and a good playable build in general, especially when it comes to replicas. That's why I really wish, I don't know, man. I gotta try not to get too crazy with it, but here you have it right here. Rick Barry. So is Britt Barry. What I was talking about, Britt Barry. All right, the Miami Greyhound. And I don't know what the Miami Greyhound means. I didn't do the research on what that means, but I know the Miami Greyhound. I mean, I don't know. But anyway, yeah, the Miami Greyhound. So now we're going to test this build out real quick. We'll give him 99. Of course, we'll then get you out of here. So let's go ahead and max him out here. Boom. All right. I would go, of course, fearless finisher. Get my postman technician. Rise up is another good one to have. So that's 3, 4. Let's go ahead and get acrobat. That's 5. Down here, you just want to core limitless. I want to get posterizer, and let me see, do I even want slithery? Because I probably will go boom, 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 and then maybe just a little back down punisher. So I would probably go like this, just because of the post, how it will finish around the basket, be closer to the basket a lot. So I would probably go here. On the shooting side, I already talked about this, green machine. We'll go space creator. Down here, only thing I will go with is core blinders. I'll come back up here, get this, get my mini musician also for the fades. And then it'll be a combination of either amped or volume shooter, right? I'm probably gonna be better off with just amped, right? Just to make sure I don't get fatigued. Now on the playmaking side, like I said, you can go ahead and try to double core if you wanted to, because at the end of the day, it would be nice to have all these, but it's just, it is what it is, right? So as you can see here, we got 10, we only have 7, so we're able to get 1, right? So let's say for instance, we core clamp breaker and we double core unpluckable. By double coring these two, then you'll be able to get the handles for days, and that leaves you with 2 badges left over, and now you're pretty much good, right? I would probably turn around and go just get Bell out, and then maybe special delivery just for the live to like doing that. But that's how you're gonna be able to do it. I just don't know which of these categories you're not gonna be able to core. But I'm not really concerned about finishing or the shooting if I wasn't able to core blinders, right? I'll just get it and this won't have amped. You know what I mean? So like, I think that would be the best bet if you wanna have the playmaking on there. Here we'll go rebound, we'll go minutes at 7, 8, 9, 10. So we'll go, that's our 10. So down here, so you can get clamps. We can get glove also, so we can double core these two. Don't worry about interceptor, challenger. Let's get chase down. This is actually not bad. We got menace. Let's get workhorse on bronze, just to be able to get that. I think that's always gonna be good. And then pick dodger. Okay, yeah, we'll go workhorse on silver. So we're good on the defense too. Like I said, everything's just silver and bronze badges. I lived in this, man, in 2K20, 2K21, so I ain't really sweating it, right? But anyway, there you have it, my nephews and nieces. This is Rick Barry's replica build. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, just make sure you drop a like, you subscribe to the channel, and as usual, your favorite old head, Uncle Jimmy. I'll be back really, really soon with another banger, man. You know, when I say back soon, another banger, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm talking about tomorrow, man. I'm out.